Hey, so today I want to make a new video about these miniature spark gloves that I made. So, for the whole crafting process here of the VOD of my Twitch. So, yeah, so step one, we want to use Aetheric, Glyphic, and Deft fossils until we hit a tier 2 of crit multi or tier 2 faster casting. Here we hit tier 1 crit multi and tier 2 faster casting. Then of course you go for the Maven's Orb. Here we got elevated crit multi. This suffix are really hard to do, by the way. This crafting process, the suffix takes the longest out of all of them, although usually the prefix is more expensive, but the suffix takes really, really long. So yeah, you keep using these fossils until you hit, something that you can work with, and then you just keep adding, reforge speed prefix, add in a speed modifier, and then you Maven Orb. If you have an open suffix, like how those gloves had it, then you do suffix cannot be changed, and do reforge caster to fill your suffix. So yeah, to fill suffix, reforge caster; to fill prefix, reforge speed. It's pretty simple, but it's just very, very RNG. You have to use a lot of orb dominance just to attempt at getting double elevated. And then this part right here, this is Sushi. We got a suffix finished from him, so gloves with suffix finished. Just to show what they look like, and you'll see what happens to them. But yeah, so ideally your suffix want to be elevated crit multi, elevated faster casting, and then crit chance, of course. So yeah, these gloves brick, as you're going to see in a second. But yeah, the suffix are somewhere around 200 to maybe like 250 divines to finish this lane in the league, maybe even more. It's pretty expensive. Early on in the league is actually not too bad. I think early on in the league it's like 100 divs or less. It's actually relatively cheap for a double elevated suffix gloves. But yeah, the first step is just the longest. There's a lot going on with it. So yeah, if you get like tier 3, then you want to not Maven's Orb and just redo it. It's not worth it. If you get tier 2, tier 3, let's say tier 2 multi, tier 3 faster cast, then you can Maven's Orb. Hope you hit tier 1 faster casting, right? You get double tier 1 like this. This is ideal. So in this scenario, we are going to do suffix cannot be changed into reforge speed to guarantee faster projectiles. And of course, you Maven's Orb and hope you get something good. So here, because we have tier 3 crit multi and elevated faster casting, the ideal scenario is to Maven's Orb and keep the faster cast and get rid of the multi. Unfortunately, we kept the multi and got rid of the elevated. Because tier 3 is not really worth working on to go all the way up to elevated, because you got to win 4 Maven Orbs in a row, which is just very unlikely since it's a 1 out of 6 essentially. Because you got to keep your already elevated suffix, and then you got to hit your new elevated suffix, and there's also a prefix that you can hit because you have faster projectiles. Yep, so on these pair we just have faster casting elevated and crit, so it's a pretty good base to start with now. So yeah, suffix can't be changed. We're going to do reforge caster here. Guarantees either crit multi or attack speed. Guarantees crit multi or yeah. Now we do suffix can be changed, reforge speed. This guarantees faster projectiles. I had to do this. Yep. So now we have this tier 1 crit multi, elevated faster casting, and faster projectiles. It doesn't matter if you prefix fill in this part because you're going to use a Maven's Orb anyway. We use Maven's Orb, we hit faster casting. You can still hit faster casting even though it is elevated, if you didn't know. So we gotta do the same thing again. Suffix cannot be changed. Reforge faster, maybe reforge speed. Yeah, same process. It's 1 out of 6 when you have 3 mods essentially, because you want to keep the elevated faster casting. So it's a 1 out of 3 to hit the crit multi, right? And then it's a 50-50 to either hit the faster casting or hit the projectile speed on the prefix. So yeah, it's a 1 out of 6. It's pretty RNG, as you can imagine, because if you ever take off the elevated mod, you pretty much have to restart from the beginning. So here we finally finished it. Suffix are done now, so we move on to the next step. Next step is suffix cannot be changed, reforge speed. I'll pop up in a second here, but yeah, you're looking for now. You're looking for tier 1 faster projectiles, and then of course you want to block mana, Exalt Slam, for any elevated mod. So yeah, Suffix can be changed, reforge speed, repeat until you hit tier 1 faster proj. After tier 1 proj, block mana and Exalt Slam. We're looking for any influence mod. If you didn't hit it, then you just got reforge speed again, right? So here we got it, slow projectiles. Now you just Maven's Orb. I mean, Suffix cannot be changed, then Maven's Orb. And hope you did 50-50. If you don't, you just, restart. Suffix cannot be changed, reforge speed again. So yeah, here, is about to use it. We did in fact hit it, but we still have to go to another set process. It's not quite done yet. It's a 4 elevated gloves. You could finish with these. You don't have to go for Ashland. It's just also going for a mirror to your glove, so we are going, full craft. Just step 4, you just Ashland. It's a 50-50, and then it's a 1 out of 4, I believe, to get +2 projectiles. So, in the end, the Ash sub's like technically like a 1 out of 8, as you get a 1 in 50-50, and then you got a 1 out of 4. So the prefix is why the prefix can be really, really expensive. And there's also a chance when doing the prefix, when you do reforge speed, it's a 1 out of 12 chance to fill the prefix as well. And if you fill the prefix, then you have to do a null orb and it hits the suffix. You gotta start all over again. Yeah, here we did not hit the +2 projectiles. So if you don't hit the +2 projectiles, then you just do Suffix can't be changed, a null orb, and hope for a 50-50. If not, just restart from the beginning for the prefix. So once again, we had faster projectiles and slower proj, so now we just Maven's Orb. And hope to hit the 50-50, of course. Yeah, also while doing this craft, there was a patch coming, so, had to finish fast. Luckily, these gloves aren't too time-consuming to finish, but yeah. The orb, and we do hit it. So once again, Ashland 50-50, then a 1 out of 4 to see +2 projectiles. And then once you see the +2 projectiles, the craft is done. The last prefix on the item is just a crafted mod. So yeah, these gloves are also a free mirror service, you're wondering. It's on the Sushi Settler shop. So, the league's almost over. All my items are, free mirror service. We have a bow, armor socket helmet, and these gloves, of course. And I might have a ring soon as well. Yep, Ashland again. We did hit the Suffix cannot be changed. So now it's a 1 out of 4 to hit the +2 projectiles. There we go. The gloves are finished. We did +2 projectiles, and now the mirror tier gloves are done. I think these costed around 1,000, 1,200 divines. We got pretty lucky on the prefix. Yeah, those are the finished pair. We got pretty lucky on the prefix. For the finished pair here. So yeah, on the prefix, we only hit it in 3 Ashlands. Like I said, it's a 1 out of 8. And we didn't fill the prefix of the gloves on the finished pair once. So yeah, we got really lucky on the prefix. But yeah, I think the average cost of these should be around 3 to 4 mirrors. And we made them for about under 2 mirrors, so pretty good price. But yep, that's the whole video. And like I said, these are free mirror service if you want to mirror them. Yeah, I also stream on Twitch. Mostly daily. This lane of the league, not as much, but yeah, check it out if you want to.